Donald Trump has started a fight with one of Vice President Mike Pence's top aides, and he's even engaged in some drama with his own Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, which means we're in for another episode of As the White House Turns.
Made some very big mistakes.
I asked for his resignation.
I'm disappointed in the Attorney General.
So the impeachment investigation is not looking good for Donald Trump, and rather than take some personal responsibility for his inappropriate and unlawful behavior, he's decided that he's gonna lash out at people who surround him, including one of the top aides for Vice President Mike Pence. Now, this is an aide who did actually comply with congressional subpoenas and did testify against Donald Trump in the impeachment investigation. Her name is Jennifer Williams, and her testimony was not something that Donald Trump was in favor of, and he decided to lash out against her by saying the following via Twitter: "Tell Jennifer Williams, whoever that is, to read both transcripts of the presidential calls and see the just released statement from Ukraine. Then she should meet with the other never Trumpers who I don't know and mostly never even heard of and work out a better presidential attack." Now, of course, this is an individual who not only works for the State Department, but who has served as a special advisor to Mike Pence when it comes to Russia and Europe. And here's what she said that does not make Trump happy. She began working for the State Department during the George Bush administration, serves as Pence's special advisor for Europe and Russia. She told House investigators that she took notes while listening to the July 25th call from the White House Situation Room, and she believed that Trump's request to Ukraine was politically motivated. Here's a direct quote. She said, "I believe I found the specific mentions to be more specific to the president in nature, to his personal agenda, as opposed to a broad foreign policy objective of the United States. I guess for me, it sheds some light on possible other motivations behind a security assistance hold." So she's specifically talking about the investigation that Trump asked for into the Bidens and the fact that he held up military aid to Ukraine. Now, again, Trump just keeps going after people who testify against him as never Trumpers, even though they worked for his administration.
Okay, two things on this. First of all, on her saying it was not diplomatic, it was political and personal. More na 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 na. Everyone in the government, other than Donald Trump, is saying anyone who heard it, anyone that was at any of the meetings in regards to Ukraine is saying nope, political, personal, not diplomacy, not US national security interests. So he's over, okay? Everyone is testifying against him because it's true. It's obviously and overwhelmingly true that he was doing it for his own political gain. The second part is, hey, you knucklehead, if you don't know who she is, ask someone, okay? Whoever she is, I don't know who she is. Then why don't you ask before you tweet about it? You're the president, you have 1,000 staffers. Hey guys, who's Jennifer Williams? I'm about to tweet about her.
I know,
who is
but
she?
I don't think that's what he's trying to. I mean, look, the reason why he says that is because he's trying to minimize her role within the administration.
No, I know, but I would be shocked if he knew that she was a special advisor to Pence. So that's why you should check. That's why you should do just 1 minute of homework. Hey, I'm gonna just blast this person that's in my administration. I'm gonna ask just one person real quick who the hell she is, and then I can deride her all I want. And once I know she's a special advisor to my vice president, I could say, oh yeah, I don't like her anyway, screw Pence. I don't know, right? You can go in that direction, but you should do your homework first. So if you were in any way a smart person, you would say, okay, I hear you, brother. So I didn't like this testimony, but hey, if I put out this tweet, it's gonna get awkward for me and the vice president because it seems like I'm attacking someone that was his top advisor or special advisor in this arena. Well, he didn't think any of that through. He didn't do any of that homework because he's an idiot. And so he's like, oh, whoever she is, I don't like her. Oh, she's a never Trumper. I wonder where she worked. In the Trump administration. Oh, damn it. Classic Donald Trump.
Right, and it's not as if we're a few months into the Trump administration. We're now a few years into the Trump administration. And he is using this tactic when it comes to every single official within his administration who testifies against him. I mean, he did this when it came to Lieutenant Colonel Vindman. He's done this when it comes to US Ambassador to Ukraine, William Taylor. He did this when it came to George Kent. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And so how does Vice President Mike Pence feel about this? How is he handling it? Well, it appears that he is a coward and he's spineless, so he's decided to distance himself from his own special advisor.
Oh, of course.
Pence's office called her a State Department employee, indicating that if she worked as an advisor to Pence, she's being moved back to the State Department, or she's no longer welcome in his office. It's unclear. And recently, Jeremy Diamond, who is a White House correspondent for CNN, said the following. Clearly there, an attempt by the vice president's office to distance themselves from this official who is technically a State Department employee, but is currently detailed to the vice president's office like so many other State Department officials who are detailed to the White House as foreign policy advisors. So
look, guys, if she wasn't an important advisor to Mike Pence, she wouldn't have been on the call. The whole reason for her being on that now infamous July 25th call is because Mike Pence's office needed their special advisor on this issue on the call so that he could be read in on it, right? So that's like Trump bullying me, and I take one of the top folks at the Young Turks and I throw them under the bus because I'm feeling pressured, right? Look, you could do that if you're a coward. So, I mean, I get it. It's obviously a different situation because I'm opposed to Trump and Pence's job is to kiss Trump's ass. We know that, right? But that's a pretty sad job to have. I mean, all of these Republicans, the one thing Anna and I have said many times on the show is only silver lining in the Trump era is the debasement of the other Republicans.
Absolutely. All these, especially all these, war hawks who are getting called out by Trump. It's pretty incredible.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.